Central Intelligence is the new comedy starring Kevin Hart and The Rock. And essentially this movie is I'm going to take you back 20 years to high school for these characters in the movie. And The Rock's character is a really fat guy. He isn't popular at all. He's made fun of. He's bullied. And he somewhat kind of befriends Kevin Hart's character in their senior year, and Kevin Hart's like this real popular kid. He's this how to put it? He's basically everyone's favorite person in the school. And well, go 20 years later, Kevin Hart is an accountant, and The Rock comes to him one day, and now The Rock is just like buffed up Rock that we know. I know, stop saying Rock. I'll just say Dwayne Johnson. Anyway, he's buffed up Dwayne Johnson that we know now. And he's in the CIA, and well, that sends him on a how to put it, mission to save the world, and that's how I'm gonna sum it up. Generally, that's the main gist of the movie. Pretty cliche, I know. Pretty predictable in the long run, but it's a lot of fun, actually. Like, I went into this movie not really expecting much. I haven't really liked the Kevin Hart movie, like a Kevin Hart movie with him being in a leading role. I hate both ride-along movies. Those movies suck. And then The Wedding Ringer and Get Hard were just kind of okay. They weren't really that good. So, to my surprise, Central Intelligence is actually one of my favorite comedies of the year. It is a great movie? Not at all. But it's a lot of freaking fun. It's actually very funny. Surprisingly, Kevin Hart's shtick works in this movie. The Rock is the funniest part of this movie. The Rock is some of the movie's best humor. I love The Rock in this movie. He plays this doofus type character really friggin' well. And there's some good action. This director, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but this director I like because this director has done We're the Millers, which is a movie I actually really liked, and Dodgeball, another movie I actually really liked. So, pretty decent filmography on this director's resume. And this is probably my favorite one from this director. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. But, yeah. I actually had a ton of fun with this movie. It's just a fun movie. It's one of those movies you pay to watch, and then you have a great time, and then you go home, and yeah, all's right with the world. You had a great time. And then, maybe a couple years down the line, you find it on TV, and you're like, oh, it's that Central Intelligence movie. And then you turn it on, and you watch it again. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun in that way. Do you need to see it in the theater? Maybe not, but I think it's a lot of fun while it lasts. Predictable, yes. Cliche, yes. Who cares, really? It's one of those cases, like, I can look past that if the movie's craft and execution works very well. And for this one, it works, so I'm going to give Central Intelligence a B. It's actually a lot of fun. It has some good messages about bullying and stuff like that in the movie, too, if you kind of catch those, and has some good Breaking Bad references. You'll get what I mean if you see the movie. But yeah, so that's my review of Central Intelligence. I actually had a lot of fun with this movie. It's a surprising amount of fun. Yeah. So, yeah, that's my review. For future reviews, I got Finding Nemo coming up before Finding Dory this weekend. Then we have Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones I need to get up, finally. And I'm trying to think of other reviews I need to get up. And I can't think of any besides Now You See Me Too, which I don't know if I'll do that now, because once I see it, it's going to be a little late to review. I don't know, maybe. I did that for Ninja Turtles, so maybe. But even though I saw Ninja Turtles like a week before I reviewed that movie, so. But yeah, so that's my review of Central Intelligence, so peace.